Oh, that's one. There's cold in the system.
Has cold.
Everybody has a cold. Everybody has a cough. The cough is not just a cough. It's a dry cough. Very, very irritating. Very annoying. But I'm better. It's just that some people have also now gotten it. Sorry, Sally.
Yeah. Me, I won't get some.
You get some.
Even if I get closer to you, because I have some remedies.
Hey,
me, you know me now.
Oh, we'll go
I'm always prepared.
Then we'll go and do some to protect ourselves. Oh, Sally, this morning I just said that we didn't really want to touch on it, but
I would have touched on it. Of course I would have.
Okay, a few people, called in. One guy, Tony, he's a former, I grew up with him, and he sort of mentioned something about the fact that we are not looking at the culture aspect of it. We're just thinking that it's nothing, tourism. He did mention Shattawale's tweets here and there and all that. So as I said, we can touch on it briefly so that whatever anyone has to say or any opinion, they can drop it or later call in on the show to, sort of discuss it. So, yeah.
What made Meek come to Ghana? It's obviously the
Afro Nation.
Apart from the Afro Nation,
he has always said he wanted to come,
and also it's a year of return and beyond the year of return. So they are welcomed into our country. This guy came to this country with a different mentality, hopping on scooters, riding with people,
making noise.
Just making noise that he's in Africa and in Ghana. So if we all expected that the way that some of the people that have been in this country will behave, he will behave the same way, then all of us had, then we are crazy. He's Meek Mill. Have you checked him out? He's one of the most controversial artists or rappers in the world. Somebody that was even home in prison, right?
Yeah.
How do we even call it? House arrest, right?
House arrest, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? He is controversial. Anywhere that he goes, there's a buzz around it. Everybody has been in this country. But who are we talking about?
Meek Mill.
Weeks after coming into Ghana, we are still talking about him.
Yeah.
He going into the White House,
the Jubilee House.
The Jubilee House to see the president and having a cordial relationship with him. It's because of his upbringing. Nobody, Pastor Udo or whoever that is saying that we were not really brought up to be very confident enough in ourselves. But where he's coming from, the culture, the streets that he belongs to, they are so confident. You can't even if he's sitting in front of, I'm sure if he's sitting in front of Donald Trump, Joe Biden, whoever it is in the world, he will still be himself. I don't think that it has nothing to do with respect or whatever. It's because of the culture that he's coming from. He's from a culture of liberation, culture of expressing yourself, culture of being you. He's from a culture that they are not taught, don't say this to an elder or this. They are free to talk. That's where he belongs to. So if he puts his arm around the president, so what? If the president had an issue with it, right? The president would have said, take your hand off me. And listen, Nana Addo is a very strategic president. What a lot of people do not know. This year of return and beyond the return, what he's doing for Ghana, we are not being open-minded enough. So if a tourist from a different country with different backgrounds and culture has come in, and in their culture, he can put his arm around a person that he feels like he's connecting and having a relationship with, is Dana. Why can't he do the same? Why can't he do it?
Now that you even mentioned that, it brings my attention to something Michael Blackson did when he went to visit former President Kufuor.
Tell me.
He also went there and, he sort of saw him like my friend, put his arm around
so confident.
And when he did
themselves.
Ghanaians went lashing out at him on social media. But you know what? He remember when he read it, he came back to apologize and said that, I did not know.
Exactly.
And now that I know, I would, I'll be careful. And I remember
that's the same thing that Meek Mill has also done. Pulled down the view and said, no, I didn't think it was disrespectful. If it's disrespectful to the
people
country,
of Ghana,
I apologize. So that's why I'm saying that Ghanaians, we like to talk too much. This is an opportunity for foreigners to come in and bring in dollars that we are really coughing and laughing and crazying about. People are bringing in dollars. And if a president can be cool like that, don't you think that they can discuss? Because from what I gathered a little bit, the discussions that they had, the little that came into the social media space, didn't really specify what he wanted to do for us.
Exactly.
He has a lot of things that he wants to do with Ghana.
But we didn't hear that
yes,
aspect.
open a record label here in Ghana where he can sign artists here. Building a school just like your friend Michael Blackson has done. Do you understand what I'm saying? And trying to bring investors into this country. So if somebody with like a good heart or something for the nation like that, and he has caused a small cultural blunder that he doesn't even know about, the education is all right. After that, we should move past it. Because I do not think that the man, look at the way that he was speaking to the president. It's like, oh, I see my popsy, my daddy. Do you understand? He was happy to see him. So please, Ghanaians, I feel, say, if we are going to even chastise this government about anything, what he's brought to this country, the year of return and beyond the return, is phenomenal. What he's doing for Ghana, how he's putting Ghana on the map. I do not want people to feel like, oh, if somebody has done something clear, like small b. What I say, we are like really trying to rubbish the whole idea. If a government who has plans with that, with tourism, that is approach to want to be cool to these people, so that if they have any investment that they want to channel into Ghana, they can do it. There's nothing wrong with that. If he's crowing those people, do you understand what I'm saying? And then the president is also well traveled. He's well exposed. He knows how these cultures also operate. So if he's not offended, did he slap the president? No, but he was just warm towards him, because they had behind the scenes conversations. Jan Kroma was the one that actually, pushed the guy to go and see the father, because I'm sure Jan Kroma was able to open certain conversations so that, the guy would be interested in Ghana. Yeah. The guy that we brought here, Chantman, look at how he connected with the manager. Yeah. Do you understand? So people are liberal. People come from a liberal-minded country. So we shouldn't always try to impose our cultures on people. What did he do wrong? Oh, by touching the president. Okay, or by filming at the Jubilee House. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, he didn't know that. He felt that he had visited and he had a music that he wanted to do, and then he would take a few shots. Yes, he never was granted any permission to do that. But I do not think that he also felt, filming there, since everybody knows he's in Ghana and he has visited the president, there's anything wrong with that. So please, cut this man some, like, Ghanaians, please. It's not everywhere that we have to take our Ghanaian mentality. There are certain places that, because when you go to London, right, and it's snow or it's cold, right, it's cold, mostly in December, it's cold. Can you wear your skirt? Even if you are from a denomination that do not wear skirts and all of that, you know, so like, people's cultures are different, how they are being oriented. So please, Ghanaians, this guy has a bigger picture. I'm sure that if he's able to bring all the things that he wants to bring to Ghana, Ghanaians will benefit. So if he has really done something that we are not happy, you push him. We should try with a catch and release, attitude, where you spank him a little bit and then you let it go, because he didn't do anything wrong where he's coming from. So Ghanaians should chill, man.
Right, so that's Sally's take on that one, and what's your opinion on it as well, for those of you who called and you wanted, of course, to hear Sally talk about it. This is it. So later you can still call in to share your opinion on whether you agree with her or not, and if you can't call, you can send me a message via WhatsApp line 0548 841039. So that is our first one here on hashtag Matade. Now we're moving straight to the northern part of Ghana. Should I say yes? The northern part of Ghana, which is obviously has to do with the students who were dismissed by GES. Of course, many people have called that it's not right. They shouldn't have dismissed them. They should have just maybe suspended them. Some also say that is a good thing. And it's been a topic for discussion. But most importantly, I'm sure you're asking that what even warranted this? What caused all of this? Of course, these young students from the north I don't know whether to use the word insulted or
insulted.
Yes,
insulted
the president, and some of their words or some of the things they said,
were very harsh.
they were very, very harsh. Sebio, we were brought up, but I don't even think that we can talk to our siblings in that manner. So, I mean, after that video went viral, you can imagine, GS saw it. Now, they've taken some time. I'm sure they sat down, thought of it and all that, and then later the statement we saw was that they had been dismissed from the school. Now these same students have gone back to do another video kneeling and calling on the president to save them, forgive them, and that they won't do that again. They are not telling us about how tough things are for their families here and there, and now we're hearing that our president has intervened. So the way forward, I don't know how, whether he's intervened that they should go back to school or what is going to happen to them. Sally, I'm sure you followed the story as well.
Yes, I have, but I am okay, he's been a president in a way, so I wanted to fault him on that, but he's been a president. I mean, I'm sure he has kids, and when your kid, does something to you, you don't kill the kid, you only reprimand the person, and afterwards you take the person back. So the president is just being the father that he's supposed to be. I have a problem with it because I do not think that it's not everything that your child does that you let it go. That's my opinion.
Sometimes you need to paint them really hard.
I mean, they should see that there are consequences to everything that human beings we do. And as for the decision that GES took, I thought it was spot on. I don't know why anybody will think that it was harsh. Do you get? Where you people are coming from, the northern region, right?
We were brought up
there are two regions that I feel they are super respectful. That is Volta and then the northern region.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all the five northern region because I've had the opportunity to be there. The orientation, how they see the elderly, is so different from the people in the south and the other, regions. So for me to hear that these girls came from the north, so I guess they are the bad nuts there then, because in every society you will find some bad nuts in it. So the decision that GES took, it was spot on. They had to be dismissed because listen, if you do something as huge as the one that they did, no, it shouldn't just slide. No, there should be a punishment for that. And what is the punishment?
Some said maybe they should have been suspended or something.
How are they going to feel it? How is it going to be impactful? What they did, the whole world saw it too. Kids insulting a president. You see, our politics have become so cheap and so trivial to the point that, see, the politicians, they insult themselves. So these kids are learning from them. Things that they are not even supposed to say to themselves during a battle or during the time elections or wherever. They are quick to say certain things about themselves. So these kids are learning from it. But listen, they are all cut from the same cloth, meaning they are co-equals. So if they are even insulting themselves, it does not give anybody the right
to do same.
Talk less of kids. I mean, how can you open a hole? They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew they wanted to trend, right? Because now, if you put a camera in front of you, anything that you say, whether it's good or whatever, it trends. So they knew. You see, I do not want people to go like, oh, they are kids. No, they knew exactly what they were doing.
They're in SHS, right?
Yes, now.
Oh,
do you understand? They knew exactly what they were doing. So the president is being a father and a president. But I would have really loved for him to have gone with the decision of the GES so that it serves as deterrent to other people. That, yes, social media is free. You can do whatever that you want to do. But there's a limit to how you operate there. You can't, as a kid, I mean, what kind of parenthood did they get? Or parenting did they get? For you to open a phone and insult a whole president, use unprintable words on him. I mean, come on. And they say that they should have been suspended. How would they have felt the impact of what they did? Dismissal was the way forward. Because if you're an SS, you're about to go to the university and you were dismissed. for a period.
Yeah.
And me, the dismissal, what I wanted it to even add is that for a period, they should not be allowed into any school. So that they will feel the impact. Because you see your mates going to the university, almost finishing, but you are there. You always remember that, no, this is what I did.
I didn't do well.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So that it will serve as deterrent to other people. Me, I don't let things slide. When I'm operating with my kids, no. If there are certain things that if I need to whoop or spank you, I'll do it. And there are certain things that you let it slide. There are certain things that I'll give you cold shoulders for a while, so that you feel it. You have to feel something. So suspension, they will go, suspended, they come back to school. And then continue. You see this kids, they have ways of reason. We've been in SS.
Yeah.
If they come back, the hailing that they go give
them.
They do all.
Exactly. I know that.
So, but when they are sacked and they don't come back, they will see how important it is for you to comport yourself when you're in school. What are we learning in school? We are going to school because we want to be better persons. But if we are being trained to insult our elderly, I will put it out there, and the president will go like, "Oh, forgive them." Then, I mean, what have they learned anyways? So I would have wished the
that
president would have even ignored the pleading, right? Ignored it. Everything in life comes with consequences, so you deal with it.
Right, so those are the students in the north, that's in China, and of course, here's Sally's take on it. What's your take as well? Remember, we're definitely activating the phone line so you can call in to share your opinion, and if you're not able to do so, you can send us a message via our WhatsApp line 0548-841-039, and also remember, you can also drop a comment on Twitter. We'll definitely read it here on the show for you. Arnold, I think we're going to take a last one now, and then we can move on to our next story. So I think the last one would definitely have to do with of course, let me see, Ken Ofori-Atta taking over from Alan Kyerematen as caretaker trade minister. And, you know, the whole thing started speculating, and now looks like it's happened. So President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has appointed the Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, as the caretaker minister for Ministry of Trade and Industry, and that was after the president had accepted the resignation letter of Alan Kyerematen at the Jubilee House last Friday. Of course, our president thanked Mr. Kyerematen for his services to his government and to the country and wished him well in his future endeavors. So the president has asked Ofori-Atta to act as caretaker until a substantive appointment is made. There's a picture, you see him there like, yeah, Sally, what's up? I mean,
Doreen,
Ghanaians are not happy.
No, but you were smiling.
Oh, I was smiling.
No, what did you have on your mind?
Oh, my mind is that
Ofori-Atta again.
No, mine is that isn't it too much for him?
Ofori-Atta, no,
it's too much.
Ofori-Atta again.
Oh, yeah,
that's all that you're saying,
I think we should just leave him to manage the finances.
No, listen. Nana Addo, man. You see, our president, like, he's weird though.
Oh.
Like, no, if I say weird, I admire how tough the tenacity that he has, that he can go oblivious to certain things. This is the same person that your whole ministers even ganged up against.
And called that you should take him off.
That he's not competent enough to run the affairs of the ministry, and you add another big ministry to him.
Sally, you know what? I think we think what? We all need an Akufo-Addo in our lives.
I'm telling you.
Listen, because for me, if I have someone where like the whole world doesn't trust me, does not believe in me, and that particular person still believes in me, trust me so much,
crazy
that you need an Akufo-Addo in your life.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just when I saw it, I'm like, my God, the president, like auntie, the hair, it's so crazy. So what I'm asking is that nobody, because when they were coming into power, they said they had the men. So they didn't have any very competent person to hold on the fort for
Honorable
Alan Kyerematen for a minute. it has to go back to the same person. That, man, the love is deep.
It's deep.
Their connection is so deep.
Deep.
It's like the trust that the president has in Oforiatta. I don't think that. In fact, all the other ministers, cabinet ministers, and all of that, you forsake, because this is a person that almost everybody wants him out, but he keeps adding work to him. He keeps adding work to him. He keeps adding work to him. Like, I am so. You see, I don't even know what to say.
I know.
I'm so surprised. It's how they are so connected. Body, mind, and soul. Or am I a blood covenant, Anna? I'm not even getting it.
Well, I think it's the trust, as you said, it's the trust, the belief, the brother, whoever it is. But
hey, this brotherhood of the cross,
we definitely need an Ekufuado in your life.
I'm telling you,
yes,
it's crazy.
Yes,
and when will he also stop? I feel if a president gives you a mandate, and you feel like you can't do, you see, it's how the both of them seems like they are so insensitive to Ghanaians. That is my worrying. Because if the president calls on you to handle it, you go like, Joe, already my neck or fire day my head.
What if it came and he's like, yo, I can handle it?
No, but what about us? That's what I'm saying. What about us? You are in a ministry. We want you out. A president gives you another thing and you're happy about it.
That's because he believes in himself.
No, but listen, what about us? So whatever that we are saying, no, it's not about, we don't believe in him. Obviously, Ghanaians do not believe in Oforiatta. It's obvious. So if you really think about us, and if it's so a matter of dinayako, and they're thinking about the longevity of their party being in power, these are some of the decisions that you do so that posterity will be happy with you. So when the president brought this gig, go like, Joe, give it to somebody. At least let's be sensitive a little bit. I know it's just for a period. I'm not saying that it will run for 2 years or whatever. Even if it's just for a period, look at the confidence that we have in you. We don't. We've lacked confidence in you as a minister. So you can't add another big trade. The trade ministry is also huge.
It's huge.
You can't add to that. And listen, I'm coming on to say this. You see, I respect Honorable Chematin. You see, how easy, yes, he has political ambition. He wants to be the president of the Republic of Ghana someday. But listen, to be in that seat as a trade minister, seeing all the money, it's not easy for you to just say, you know what, Mejai, I want to focus on this. Somebody who is as greedy as some people that we know to be would have been there for quite some time. Some people are saying that, oh, Esen and Kawai a long time ago, but I feel whether he should have done a long time ago or whether he's doing it now, he has done it. And that's something that I would want Ken Oforiatta to learn from it. You are serving certain group of people. They say they don't want you. They don't want you. You respect yourself. Honor yourself. Honor your people. Listen, I'm sure he has kids. In the future, some gig might come to them. And people will go like, hey, don't give it to these people, because these people, they feel so entitled to any seat that they occupy. When you even want them to be accountable and leave, they don't want to leave. So please, I respect Honorable Chematin so much. How it was so easy. Whether it's part of their principles in the MPP that if you're vying for certain positions.
I think it's something.
Yes, it is. But somebody would have been there. Are there timelines to it? No. Somebody would have been there for a minute and still run other things. Because I'm sure you've heard for the longest time that he wants to become a presidential hopeful.
Yes, of course.
You've heard it for a long time. So he could have just been in the speculating, space and still run the ministry. But I like the fact that he has been bold enough to say, you know what, money is good. I want to do this.
But
Yet, I have this and I have to let it go. So I respect Honorable Chematin for that. And I will wish Honorable Ken Oforiatta will take a cue from what he has done.
What are your thoughts on this as well? So far today we've handled about 3 topics here on hashtag Matter Day. We spoke about the McMill issue. We spoke about the China girls who were dismissed by GES with the president intervening. And now we've been discussing Ken Oforiatta, who's been, substantial for a trade. And now this is where I would want you to call it
substantial acting.
Sorry.
Oh, he's acting,
acting, for now.
Collapse right now.
I beg your pardon, Pacho acting until we get someone to take the position.
Like a collapse.
Well, I'm activating the phone lines for you to call in and share with us your opinion, obviously. And if you can't call in, you can definitely send us a message. I have my first caller. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello, hi.
My name is Obibini.
Obibini, talk to me.
Yeah, like I said, Medina, please, Labrenshaw. The patrol, my honor, would be trained and who said this guy, who you were
Boss, your line is not clear. It's breaking. Yeah, if you could lower the volume of your radio set, it's not too clear.
Okay, what's the matter?
Yes, I can hear you.
That guy who was at your way, and the moon and my honor is Yanos.
Is it Kevin Taylor? You're talking.
Jonas.
Is it Kevin Taylor or Chini Jonas or which one?
Facebook, so just one to be here, madam. I'm just saying the mom. Next time, only there's almost one person that who's going to say, so there. Oh, yeah, you're no machine. I want to take it away easy, too much. I want to take it away easy. If you get the end of the year, you can send that. Also, one of the there's no element there. There's a wood dog in that amount. Let me have a
Right, all right. So that's my brother there. But of course, whilst you're calling, let me just read a few messages I got here too. Good morning, Madam Doynavi. Please, DC at Eastern Region has blown my mind because she said the price of a brand new excavator is 2 billion and she spent 4.5 billion on servicing an old one. In fact, some people are just running the affairs of the country like work and play and pay. I don't understand it. I'm Simon from Lashibi Community 17. Well, I have more messages here.
Maintenance money was what?
4.5 billion.
And then the brand new one is
2.5 billion.
Hey, now go also share you.
Well, I have another caller here. Hello, good morning.
Too much as Ghanaians.
good morning.
Good morning. I'm sure you've been following the conversation. Mind to share your opinion?
Yeah, I've been following the conversation.
Boss, your line is not clear. I don't know where you are. Can you move around a bit? It's not too clear. No. I can hear you. Please, I'm sorry, but keep your calls coming. Some of you, your lines are not too clear, so if you can manage it a little bit for me. Madam Sally has said everything, but even in SHS, mobile phones are not allowed in schools because it's part of the rules and regulations. So how come these students have it? I'm Pretty Priscilla from Tema. I'm Barry from East Legon. I want to add a bit to the McMill case. I think the lady who beautifully and correctly narrated how the game works and how Meek looked at it and decided to come out freely in the Jubilee House is fairly fair. He even has a label, gang, an album named Dream Chasers, meaning he's standing up for the youth and above all, really happy to be in his grandparents' land. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, darling.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Majid, calling from Kenya.
Okay, Majid, speak to me.
I want to speak about the girls from the SHS channel.
Please go ahead.
Sorry, sometimes you grow up in homes and then you talk to your mom harshly or using unprintable words, and she'll be like, is that not what they do? And these girls will sit down, insult a whole president, use such words, and then people will say the action was so harsh or whatever it is. Remember, a guy did the same. That was last 2 years or so. there was a guy from the secondary school who did the same thing. And then the same president stepped in to pardon him. So if there's no action, somebody will also come for the third time and also to pardon the person. We must set an example. Seriously, we need to set an example. Because when the boy did the same thing, the same president came to pardon him. And then you are saying we should leave these guys too. So next time, what will happen?
Well,
So
of course.
Very serious,
very serious, of course.
And the president putting Ken Oboyata as caretaker. After that one, I think sometimes the president doesn't even have, like, sometimes he doesn't even care about what we got here. He doesn't care about what we say. It feels like, let me do what I want to do and I'm okay. Seriously. Because if people are complaining about such a minister, almost all your ministers are against him. And then you appoint him and put him in the same, in a position again. It's very serious. Have a nice day.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for contributing. There's another message here to Sally. Of course, interesting. It says, Sally, go to the White House and do such a thing. Samini was giving hands to the president. He was pushed away. This is not about the culture from where he comes from. They don't do that at the presidency. Stop being biased. And that's coming from Imran Babanzara. Okay, I'm sure when Sally is wrapping up, she'll definitely come up on it. And well, I have another caller here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, boss. What's your name?
I'm Iskiska from Adenta.
Aniskiska?
All right.
All right, boss. What are your opinions?
Okay. I want to talk about the girls in the school.
Please go ahead.
For me, like, they shouldn't have sacked them because we didn't see that. And then I'm not trying to say that I had a fan of my own, though it's not good. But and punishment on bet media man kolano. So if there is other punishment, that one will be better than sacking them. Say be obaya at the boni will fee now pamuna. Then now chen or quack the chance. So chin it enough you know what to know said oh yeah no. That's not the best.
So you would have preferred that maybe they sat down with them and advised them that it wasn't a good thing they did.
Yeah. Obia Sankwalana dream will fee pa. If you advise them, they will take it.
What if their minds know their house?
That one, them for kill them.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I have another message here. It says, I agree with Sally. There's nothing wrong with Meek being around the president and even putting his hands around him. I think Ghanaians don't have problem with that. But rather the shooting of the video in the Jubilee House is what Ghanaians are not happy about. This is from Kofi from Ashaman. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Doreen.
What's your name, boss?
Please, I'm Prince calling from Tesano.
Okay, Prince, talk to me.
I think you've dissected the issues very well, but I want to talk a little bit on Kenofori's issue.
Go ahead, boss.
You see, giving two positions to only one person makes the person swollen-headed, and this might lead to autocratic tendencies. It's more or less like a monocephalous executive. So I think it's a very bad decision from my perspective. Yeah.
Right. Prince, thank you so much for calling to share with us as well. And of course, it looks like Prince is our last caller for this morning. He says, Sally isn't making sense with this students issue. Are prisoners the same as students? What is it? When they go back, the students will hail them. Have you seen people being punished in school before? They don't even laugh. Be there. My name is Alpha Massa. When we were in school, when they punish...
these people, they are heroes.
The moment they punish you, you get to the dormitory. The fans you get, unless now the students that are
we are old.
We are old. Our own was serious.
Very, very old.
Of course, Arnold is giving me plenty sign languages. Me who so
what is it?
That boy, yeah.
This guy can give pressure from.
Sally, please, your last words, and then we can wrap up.
Yes, I have some friends to be. I'd say, a company. I have some family members there, so I'm shouting out to them. A friend is a nationwide medical insurance.
Okay,
I have some few friends there. Now that I'm even talking, they know. I don't have the permission to mention their names, but they know themselves. I'm saying hello to my friends there.
In fact, good morning to them.
Mention them.
Good morning.
It's what Nationwide Medical Insurance.
Good morning.
Good morning to everybody there
who is listening right now.
Yes, right now. I have one in lobby there like that. Though,
Yes.
I mean, I'll come back to the Mills situation. You know, Ghanaians should tone it down because we are talking about unemployment in the highest form within this government. So, if there's somebody that has the means to create jobs for the people, that's not to say that you allow the person to disrespect. I'm sure he didn't know shooting there or
Was
around
not a good thing.
the Jubilee House was even disrespectful. And this is a cultural thing. So I'm sure because they had the permission to go inside, do you understand what I'm saying? And one thing that a lot of people are not really, we are not being educated about enough is the fact that the Jubilee House is a monument. It's a tourist monument. If you have the right documentation,
You can film.
you can go there.
You can do what you want to do.
You can go there. It's for the public. It serves as a tourist site. So if a tourist is in Ghana and the person wants to go there, we should be able to like open ourselves. In as much as it's the seat of the government, it's still a tourist place. That I'm sure that he saw a lot of things that he's taking with him. So let's just, he has apologized and taken the thing down. That I didn't know that I can't even take photos or videos of that place. So I've taken it off. So we should let it slide. And let's encourage him rather to bring whatever business and plans that he has. Because your friend has done it.
Yeah,
Michael
Michael has done it. He
plans on
building
doing,
a school. He plans on doing it in Liberia and even other villages in Ghana.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Look at the chantsman, the guy that came here. Went to support some kids in Elubu.
Yeah.
So these are all good stuff. So let's not really, yes, when we chastise, we should let it go. He's not truly a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
So some of these things we should let it slide. And we should encourage him rather to do better. And also because he wants to be a part of us. From the way that his activities, went. He wants to be part of us. His phone was stolen.
Even Charlemagne the God says his shoes were missing for 25 minutes and they were returned. But Nigerians are saying that if they go, they won't come back. If your phones are stolen, your shoes are stolen, they won't come back.
No, but that's not true.
Yeah, well, that's what the Nigerian
No. But that's not true. Because listen, a whole Kim Kardashian went to Paris.
Yes. I mean,
and they thief him.
They thief him.
Pario, they thief him.
Then Ghana. You are coming to
understand?
Go. You are putting us on blast.
No, don't do. Ghana, the thief there is everywhere.
Ghana to the world.
Yes.
But of course,
so please,
Ghana has been an amazing place.
Yes.
And
it is.
Yes, it's an amazing place. So I mean, you all out there, come to Ghana. Come to Ghana. Let's have a good time. Yes,
it is.
Arnold, it's okay. Sign language is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Arnold says it's over, and I believe that's a good time.
Yeah.
If you know Bridash and you're a good friend of Bridash, then you know what time it is. But of